Hey, I'm Oxnard.
Hi, I'm Dexter.
I'm Boss.
Welcome to our weekly discussion of Game of Thrones. This episode was called The Sons of the Harpy. It's Season 5, Episode 4. We always start off now with plugs.
Yeah.
Dexter, what's your Twitch?
Oh, it's only twitch.tv/STSDexter.
And hilariously, Boss has just been trying to put twitch.tv/Dexter.
Yeah.
If you go to the live
What's
stream
that about?
and look at the replays or whatever, you can catch that hilarious
Check out
outtake.
some replays. We'll be streaming later this week. Haven't had too much of an opportunity to do it
Right.
the past few days, but
And there's a special thing that I used to do in the past that I'm hoping you will incorporate in the stream occasionally,
yeah.
involving a poodle and video games.
Sounds
It's not perverse.
It's not as horrifying as you think it is.
Right.
But yeah, look forward to that and follow the stream. Ooh, streamy.
Delicious.
Always goes down chunky.
As Price would say, delicious.
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 Start it up already.
All right, comments. We're going to start with the comments.
Man.
Well, go ahead, boss. You fucking dick.
All right. Trav said, the artist formerly known as Daniel Plainview here again. Oh, should you be reading this?
You got to be doing it in the Daniel
Yeah,
Plainview.
you gotta read it.
The best part about Jon Snow getting his head chopped off was that Tyrion and Jon essentially teamed up to do it. To this day, my favorite line of the entire series was in Season 2, just before Tyrion sent Slit to the wall, when he says, "I'm not questioning your honor, Lord Janos. I'm denying its existence."
Nice.
Great line, delivered perfectly by Dinklage.
He brought the dink. The dink is in the house.
Dink
He's
it up.
dinklaging
Put the
up.
dink in the stink.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Fuck yeah.
Dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink.
Before you can blink, the dink is in the stink.
What
Pierce.
movie is
Ain't
that
you
from?
pink? What?
The dink.
He has PSs and PPSs here.
It's from that Mel Brooks movie, Spaceballs.
Well, that's an actual song. Oh, I'm pretty sure.
But no, they just go dink, dink.
Composed
Ding, ding,
specifically
ding, ding,
for
ding.
Spaceballs.
Pierce, when are you going to make my son hear again? Aren't you a healer? Can't you do that? Drainage! Drain his ears, Eli. Is my son and partner a deaf bastard?
You have the PPS?
PPS. Any Brit that hates Carl Pilkington is one dumb ass shit Brit. No offense, Claire.
That stems from last week when I said I thought all British people hated Carl Pilkington because he's from there.
Oh, yeah.
I read a comment on Reddit, I believe, where I think one British guy said that, and so I just
So
applied
naturally,
that.
that's the opinion of all
I just
British
applied
people.
that to the national opinion.
You know what it is, though? It's easier just to generalize an entire population of people than to really
Right.
put any thought into it.
And then we were texting each other, joking around, saying like, I think the British people hate the Beatles and tea
Probably.
and
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
And they like American football better than soccer.
And maybe Sherlock Holmes is a little overrated.
And pretty much gay.
I'm pretty sure I heard the Queen say that.
Yeah. Right before she drop-kicked Winston.
Churchill's grave?
Yeah, sounds about right.
The
And
point
then
is, anything
Claire says, "None taken, Daniel. I 100% agree. Carl Pilkington embodies accurately the qualities of about 90% of the male population of Manchester.
Wow.
Also, to hate Carl Pilkington is illegal in the north of England."
Ooh, really?
Ah.
Interesting factoid.
To which Ocularia73 says, boss,
And the fact that it vainly avenges the betrayal of Jon's father in the throne room, he failed to adapt to his new environment while trying to pretend like he's still someone important. He had it coming.
there was another good line that Jon Snow says to Alistair Thorne that then applies to him. He says, like, one day you're going to be taking orders from that bastard or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Jon Snow was right.
Oh, yeah. Off with his head.
There you go.
Oh, it's Ocularis again. I'll read it. I agree with Dexter. Jon is officially interesting now. I just hope he doesn't backslide from here on. So many story arcs going on in one episode. Kudos to the director for this one. For a second, I thought Arya might actually give up Needle, and I was going to cry.
Yeah.
The emotion on her face then was just perfect. It's crazy to think that Sansa can finally go back to her home in Winterfell, but it has become the last place in the world that she wants to be. Looking forward to some great scenes with her and the Boltons. Man, I am glad, so glad, what? I am so glad to see...
So fucking glad!
I am so glad to see Jorah back in the picture. He was always the most interesting thing about Daenerys' story. It's almost like they've tried to replace him with Ser Barristan, but he just doesn't have the same charisma.
Now you sound like
really
the guy...
looking forward to episode 4 and your discussion.
Now you sound like the guy from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Lifestyles of the rich and
Lifestyles
famous.
of the rich and famous.
Lifestyles
See,
of the
I bet
rich
British people.
and famous.
I bet British people hate that guy because that guy doesn't have like a regular kind of English accent.
Sildari says, "Hey, I thought the Unsullied can't have sex. Well, Grey Worm looked pretty fucked to me."
Been sitting on that joke for weeks.
weeks.
Lu Yi, who is obviously British.
Carl Pilkington is a British national treasure, mate.
Right, okay. I meant no disrespect. All right,
Oogly.
there we are.
Oogly.
I love Carl Pilkington.
So do I.
Whole thing. Rick Gervais, Stephen
watch
Merchant, XFM. Listen to it all.
We're
Rick
real
Gervais show.
Anglophiles.
Oh yeah, it's great. A man.
Partheno.
Parthenax.
Hey.
Parthenox. Partheno.
What is that, French?
Now,
I don't know. You tell me. Partheno.
Dexter, you have to do your best, like, basically Dr. Claw impersonation as you read this, because in
Dr.
Parthenox in Skyrim, he's like the head dragon.
Oh, like from, from, okay.
Not
from
an evil
Inspector
dragon,
Gadget.
he's a good
I was
dragon.
going to say from Dr. Gadget.
He's a good dragon.
He's a good dragon.
I don't think I can do that. I was going to do a Christopher
Can't
Walken.
do a good dragon voice.
Can you do Christopher
a good
Walken in a
dragon
very deep voice?
Hey,
Guys. No, I can't. All right, wait.
Hey, guys.
No, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
That's horrible. I can't do it. Here, you do it, Oxo.
You want me to do it? Okay.
Yeah, so, well,
You do
since
the
you have a
Parthenos.
hard-on for Inspector Gadget,
No, it's not that. Parthenox has the dragon.
I've caught you jerking off to the cartoon.
Well, I'm telling you, that dog in that cartoon is pretty hot.
Hey, guys. You read my comment last time, Dovahkiin, which is great, but I forgot the fucking number at the end of my battle tag.
He's talking about Hearthstone.
Right, yeah.
So here's my actual battle tag.
There you go. King Toth, number 1672. Boss, you should play him.
I'll friend him.
P.S. I'm not that great at Hearthstone.
Neither are we.
If you can't add me, no harm done.
Because his name's Parthenax, I have to add him.
Also, great episode. Keep up the good work.
There you go.
There you go. Go have some tea and honey now. Gargle that shit. Big Will, 1919 had a. This was a good
Right.
comment because this was a hot debate.
This
Yes.
was a
Hot button
very
debate.
heated back and
read
forth
it?
text
Can I read it?
exchange.
I'll let boss. Let boss
Big
read it.
Will said, "Guys, that bitch ain't blind."
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know, Big Will.
I agree, Big Will.
Well, of course you agree. That's why you wanted to read it.
Here's the thing. She might not be blind.
She's using her peripherals.
She was
all the
definitely
time.
acting blind.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
she was doing that thing where
Pretending to be
what was it?
blind. Which I do all the time.
Yeah. I do that so that people will either give me money or so that they won't talk to me.
Right.
Because people are anti-blind in our area for some reason.
Anti-blind.
Anti-blind.
Anti-blindites.
Anti-blind.
No,
And
like
don't get
that
me started
kung
on
fu
those deaf
fighting
people.
thing.
Don't you see? They're anti-blind.
Good one.
Good job,
Anyway,
boss.
yeah.
Sarcastic clap.
Or maybe it was doing that. She was doing that like kung fu thing where she's like getting in the zone. You know what I mean? And they just said in Walking Dead, what's his name did it when he was fighting the guys off in the woods.
Yeah.
He's using it for
Morgan? Yeah.
Morgan?
All of a sudden, he's like having a conversation with the guy, eye-to-eye contact.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, we're fighting now? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Enter fight zone.
Yeah.
And then he's just like got his staff there, and then, oh man, he doesn't even look. He just senses. I think he blindfolds himself, probably.
Right. It's like in Mulan where he's blocking all the stones are thrown at him with his
Never
bow
saw it.
stick.
I never saw Mulan.
You never saw the cartoon Mulan?
I've seen Moulin Rouge. Is that a scene from Moulin Rouge?
No. How can I make a man out of you? Be a man. You got to
Oh man, it's peak wedding season. So you know what that means? A lot of Moulin Rouge songs playing for wedding dances.
Really?
That's a popular song. I've been to like two
song?
weddings out of the 4 weddings I've been to.
Jesus Christ.
Where that
What song?
or 5 weddings.
Don't you get sick of weddings
I can't
after
remember.
a while? It's just
I hate.
No, I like them. Get to drink and eat. I love that.
Yeah, but I used to go.
I like
because
doing that in
I
the
used-
privacy of my own home.
I was the assistant to a videographer for a wedding, and
You've been to too many. Then.
too many, man. And
Maybe
you just
that's
reach this
why.
point. Yeah, it's just like, oh no, being a guest at a wedding is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated my own wedding.
Oh, yeah.
It's
that's
much
gotta be
more fun
horrible.
at other people's.
I got to be
weddings.
honest with you. I hardly remember it because I had like no sleep the night before.
Well,
I
it's
was
all
just-
about you, isn't it?
No, I was exhausted.
My wedding was ruined.
What I
because
remember-
Oxnard.
It was a fun time.
No, don't
And I
worry.
got
I
some
was,
sweet sneakers out of the deal.
Oh yeah, store. He stole my grandfather's sneakers.
Right off his,
That's what he's
right on the
referencing.
dance
Yeah, orthopedic. They're like walking on air.
Then we made a getaway.
Anyway, what kind of voice does the inventor usually get?
Well, I remember this guy
Scottish.
named Viper used to do a snake voice.
He hasn't commented recently,
He hasn't
which would be perfect because now the sand snakes. That's like kind of
However,
the G.I. Joe guy,
he
though,
did
isn't it?
comment on an older episode, which I have here.
Oh,
So you should probably read it.
all right. Well, I can't see that from here. I have to
Okay,
go
well-
over to you.
I'll just read it real quick. Viper, try and leave your comments on videos that are relevant. I mean,
What was this one like on the Lego Lord of the Rings from last year?
Let's see if he'll find this.
Like episode
About Game of
8.
Thrones.
Yeah.
It's like
it was on Better
comment
Call
hosting.
Saul episode 3. I don't know. What was Viper2785 says,
Maybe it's just me, but it seems like Arya's list changes some every time it's mentioned.
what do you think?
What was the last
Her
part?
list? Oh, her list changes?
List of
Maybe,
people
yeah.
she wants
I
to
don't
kill.
know. I guess
I
'cause
don't
some people
remember-
are dead now, so she can't
Yeah.
kill them.
I guess does she?
She
Well, the
can't-
Hound isn't. Obviously, she knows the
was
Hound
on the list,
is dead.
I think he's dead now.
Does she know that he's dead? Because I don't know if she's privy
not.
to that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Get it?
Nice.
She's privy to that. He died in the privy.
To be a lot longer and had names like Ilan Payne and other names I don't remember or know. But were they really all killed already? And is the knowledge she would be privy to?
You just sound like a flamboyant villain now.
Maybe they don't have someone dedicated to keeping track of that, as it is likely just not in the budget, mate.
It's on the bloody budget. Also, another note
budget.
is the actor for Ilan Payne, I believe, had health issues, so he had to leave the show.
Yeah.
Which is why...
And they probably just kind of want you to just move on, forget about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
They
thing with,
never
like,
reference him.
Same thing with Gendry. What the hell happened to Gendry? Last time we saw Gendry...
Holy shit, what did happen
Yeah,
to Gendry?
the one with the witch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
So-
Unless he
He's
joined...
still a Dragonstone.
Did he join the Brothers with No Name or whatever the hell they're called?
Oh,
What are they?
yeah, he did.
Did he
Did
join
he?
them?
All right. I mean, I'm just saying,
think
it
he
seems like
might
there's
have joined them.
He did
characters,
join them.
and they just leave them off, and then
Yeah.
it like kind of
Yeah.
goes, oh,
Yeah, I'm
forget
sure-
about that.
I'm sure he just died in a skirmish.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Fell off
Like,
of
just
really
died
horribly.
Just died. Oh, major character just died in a skirmish. Down a skirmish.
Typical Game of Thrones.
I was reading
though.
online. There's actually a
Mugged by a meth head.
there's a theory that George Martin he'll write characters and then he'll roll like D&D dice to see their fates,
Oh my god.
which is
that's
why
awesome.
like a major like Ned Stark, like he just rolled a crappy
Yeah.
D1, natural one, and then
He
Joffrey
plays
rolled
like we do.
Joffrey rolled a 20, and so he got his head cut off, and he just that's what the dice say. I'm just
Oh
going
my
with
god,
that.
that's hilarious.
That is
Well,
funny.
people get annoyed when major characters killed off in shows that they like, but it only works
if a major character is killed off. It only has an impact if they are a beloved character. Yeah. Otherwise, nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, well, Ned Stark's the only real character in Game of Thrones that I can look at and go like, oh, he was definitely good. Like, I legitimately feel bad that he was dead. Other characters.
Well, isn't it interesting that the one character that you considered to be the good character is dead?
But he really...
But now Jon Snow's kind of becoming that Ned Stark character.
He is.
He tried to
Let's
take
see
the
where
ring
that takes
from
him.
Frodo, though. So...
Right. And then, Luke Skywalker got his hand chopped off, and Jar Jar Binks fucked it all up. All right, next.
The Inventor?
Where are all the giants and other wildling prisoners? Is this budgetary constraints that we are not seeing them? If that is the mountain being kept alive under the blanket, is he being sustained by intravenous infusion or some kind of Lord of the Light magic? Do we know how Qyburn achieves his powers? I.e., is it herbal or magic?
Close your cunt!
It's probably both.
Give me a ping, Vasily.
Herb magic inventor.
And squeeze.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm imagining there's some kind of intravenous kind of tubing going on there.
Well,
Oh,
I would
definitely
say
lots of tubes, all
Qyburn
kinds of stuff.
Qyburn's almost like a Satanist, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you
Please
consider...
elaborate.
Well, no, I'm just thinking he's like
elaborate.
like maybe he's like the dark... there's the Lord of Light. We haven't seen anybody who worships the Lord of Dark yet. How come?
The Lord of Dark.
No.
That's like that fucking Spider-Man.
Lord of Dork.
Turn off the dark.
I think it's just herbs, then. Not magic. I don't think he's magical at
You
all.
don't think that... We were just watching something about Satanists.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and the one character is a Satanist, and so it only stands to reason that there would be... You have the Lord of Light, and no one's talked about the opposite of that. Just like, you have
guys mentioned-
Christians, and then you have the Satanists.
You mentioned that, like, the...
Why not?
The House of Black and White maybe worships something like that?
House of Black and White worships the god of many faces, also known as the god of death.
Yeah.
Right, maybe that's the opposite.
No, but this is I'm talking specific to this religion because his question was about powers, like with the Lord of Light.
Nah, I think he's an herbalist.
And with some kind of Lord of Light magic, do we know how Qyburn achieves his powers? Is it magic? So I'm saying why... I find it curious
Well,
that we haven't seen the antithesis of the Lord of Light powers. Is there like a dark magic? Or maybe that's because this is dark magic. The Lord of Light, put light in quotes.
It seems pretty dark when a demon's crawling out of your pussy. That's
Yeah.
pretty dark to me.
Not for her, just another Tuesday.
And she tried to do it again with John in this episode, as we'll get to. We had another comment.
Yeah, that was hot.
That was the longest comment I think we've ever had. We're not going to read it, but thank you.
We'll be here
I read
forever.
it.
Let Oxnard read it. We'll be here for hours.
Of all the storylines, basically.
We read it, we enjoyed it, and we
Yeah, it was
discussed
good.
about it.
Yes, we appreciate the comment very much.
If you have 2 hours, just read it.
And we suggest that everybody check it out. We're just not going to read it right now.
Exactly.
Who is it by? We got to give him props.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, that only fair.
Give me a ping, Vasily. One ping only, please. Put your man down. Get your shot. Aim low
The comment...
and squeeze.
Fuck, I didn't put the name.
Untouchables, good movie. Sean Connery. It's my
Try and
attempt
get
at a
to,
Sean
Game
Connery
of Thrones
impersonation.
there.
You know what I like to do when I watch baseball? I like to do play-by-play as Christopher Walken. It's pretty fun.
Here's Bartolo Colon on the mound.
He's
The
hitting
large fella.
third base.
Throws fastballs. He's
Up
throwing the
next.
ball well. Here's the pitch. The 1-1 upstairs.
So
That's
the
a ball.
Longest comment on record is from Gaming Shenanigans. You get the award. What did you get, Dexter?
Hey.
You get a big thumbs up.
Wow, that's
Your
really
ass.
big. Wow.
Whoa!
We got to give him something.
Look at the size of this thumb.
What
I've
if we
never
do
seen
like
you do that
what if
with
we do
your
like a
thumb.
skit? Just boss throw in a skit and we'll play it. Who am I and who's Dexter and
Yeah.
Okay,
What's the
okay.
situation?
Yeah, give us a
Dexter,
location.
You are both married.
I'm hearing airport.
You're both married. 85 years old. Dexter's the wife. Oxnard's the husband. Oxnard's getting dressed for a party, but he's not putting on anything that's fancy.
Finally.
And Dexter's
My
mad.
fantasies are coming true.
red suspenders it is.
Oxnard, what are you doing?
I'm just getting ready for this catered affair.
No, you can't wear those
Hand me
red
my wooden shoes from Deutschland.
No! No. This won't do at all. Don't you know that the Feinsteins are going to be there? And they can't see you in this... I won't have you in this ridiculous outfit.
What about my outside thong?
For the last time, keep that in the bedroom. We can play superheroes later.
At least let me put the plunger on my head.
Again, the plunger is for later. Who's there? Did you hear something?
There you go. There you go, Game of Shenanigans. That's your... I mean, he left.
Award-winning.
Yeah, I whispered to you. I was like, tell him his dementia is acting.
I know, and then I was like...
And yours was.
She was. His dementia?
Yes.
I thought you were saying your dementia's acting up.
He thinks a plunger's a hat or something.
I know. I thought... Oh, see, I was going to go with that's a sex toy.
This was the longest comment I've ever seen. Not even Margaery could smirk at it. That's how long it is.
Man, we are nailing it tonight.
hey, wait! I have a what the fuck to add.
Boss's what the fuck moment. Go.
Hey, I haven't seen. Has there been an amazing Larry comment?
What the fuck?
Because I haven't seen one. What the fuck?
Well, Amazing Larry might be busy.
He's usually very
This
active.
what the fuck moment is brought to you by...
I think I might have heard one.
Calgon. Calgon, take me away.
Did he comment on one of the first episodes? Because I remember the voice. Maybe one of you did.
Amazing Larry sounds like this. He just might... I'm sure he still listens, but he just might not have the time to comment.
I'm sure he still listens.
Yeah, I barely have the time to record this shit. Okay, so we're going to get into the episode now. As soon as Boss gets back from the bathroom. This is normally stuff I cut out. I might leave it in.
Why not?
Could
So,
be funny.
Oxnard, what's going on?
Well, my poodle has been licking his arm a lot, and the hair's coming off, so we have to put this thing around his neck to make sure he doesn't... A noose,
I know
yes.
he's got to had to hang him up by his throat.
Yeah.
It's the only way he'll stop.
It's the only way you'll learn!
He said, "You're gonna have to kill me."
He's a very...
He's an aggressive
Very-
toy poodle.
Yes, he is.
He's snappy.
We're going to play Mario Kart later. We're going to test out the 200cc,
Ooh,
which is super fast.
Man, I suck at that game though. Now I'm gonna suck even harder.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
we all
matter.
suck.
You suck.
You suck!
Yeah, if you're not careful, his poodle will piss all over you.
Boss is back. All right, you can put the put it on a little.
Is it not playing?
That's it.
No, I mean like put the volume up a little bit.
Oh. All right.
All right, welcome to our discussion proper, season 5, episode 4, the Sons of the Harpy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Guys, what did you think overall? Finally, Boss can now just talk freely.
Wow. Yeah, really. Jeez. Was that tough for you?
No,
To have
not
to
really.
wait a month now?
Not really. I just couldn't reference things or whatever. But no, I thought I had told you guys I thought it was scary, and the part that I thought was scary was
Boss sent a text that said, episode 4 is scary.
Yeah, that was your favorite episode,
Yeah,
you
it
said,
was,
and it was
so
scary.
far.
Yeah, so what was...
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's let him elaborate.
because the whole montage with the Sparrows cutting the symbol in the guy's forehead, and they're doing like an inquisition in the city, like that was
Lancel?
scary. I thought that was scary.
Lannister. Stupid name.
I thought that was scary, and obviously I liked it because it was a good episode. There was lots of action, or 2 big fight scenes,
Yeah.
and then the Sparrows going around. There's a lot of stuff going
settle
on.
me.
Well, when he said it was a scary episode, I thought that implied like something paranormal was going to happen.
I thought it was going to be something going on with Arya.
Yeah, something
That's what
like
I thought.
that.
I thought something freaky, or I thought something really
Yeah,
scary.
so
about
I
that.
apologize if I was very curt in my following text, because
No,
I
I
was,
can
I was
see
basically
how you
like,
guys
shut the
project
fuck
other
up.
Yeah,
I don't
you
wanna
were
hear it.
pissed.
I thought that was pretty scary.
No, yeah.
They're fucking nuts.
Yeah, I also like the dichotomy of like how the Sons of the Harpy, they're kind of like this fringe group that's acting up. Meanwhile, in King's Landing, you have the Sparrows acting up, so you see like both sides, both sides of the continent.
And you see the rulers. There's these 2 women in power that are losing control.
Yes.
And they're on very opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of like the kind of power they want to wield too, I think, in a way.
Oh, one thing I noticed, this has been going on for a while, but when they show Winterfell in the intro, you see the flayed man over Winterfell.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The other thing I like is how the coin in the Bravos thing, the aqueduct is going down.
Yeah.
And the second it goes in, then the little statue raises thing, like allowing entrance is like a vending machine.
Yeah, yeah.
I just noticed that. I picked that up.
Imagine they sell those.
Ooh, that would be
cool.
awesome.
They'd like maybe it just dispense the spear to your hand or something. I don't know.
Dispenses a spear?
Dispense something when you put the quarter in.
Yeah, what does it dispense?
I don't know, maybe gumballs.
Okay.
They come out from below his kilt. Anyway, back to boatjackers.
Yeah, but I was going to say that, boatjacking.
Episode opens with Jorah essentially mugging a guy.
You didn't see him walking up? It wasn't just like, is this like
to
an
be fair, he
shore?
is old. It's the end of the day. He's probably like,
he walks up and backhands him in the forest.
Like, tough time today. Couldn't get home. Finally on dry land.
Pretty hilarious, the shot, though.
And he really tosses Tyrion around like... there were a couple things that when Jorah picks the sword up out of Tyrion, between Tyrion's arms, I seriously thought he was going to slice his arm off. How did he not get cut there? And then he tosses him in there like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, I would.
Basically, it's revealed that Jorah is bringing Tyrion to see Daenerys. Remember last week we were like, oh, is he going to
what
Cersei?
queen?
I thought Tyrion was really funny in this boat ride.
Oh, Tyrion was awesome.
Yeah.
And he basically...
Westeros
right to Jorah's face
west.
spells out his entire
That
situation.
was my favorite line. My favorite line was, Westeros is west.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a smartass.
He just right to Jorah's face. He's like, hey, I can kind of see, okay, Jorah Mormont, okay, I'm guessing Daenerys,
There's
you did
the bear,
something.
yeah.
And, your only last-ditch effort is to do this. Seems pretty desperate. And then you think Jorah's going to, like, start, like... I'm like, yeah, you're right, but no, he just knocks Tyrion out.
Well, because he already made the consent. He already undid the gag so that they could have a conversation. But it's really just Tyrion talking, and then he's laughing because he thinks it's hilarious that he was going to see Daenerys anyway. Now he's just basically going there another way. Yeah. Maybe even a more comfortable one for him, actually, because he's not trapped in a box.
Exactly.
And so then he's like, come on. He starts lifting his tied hands up, Tyrion.
What was he saying?
Like, come on.
To, like, get the gag off. Was he singing a song?
Oh, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
He just kept, like, muffling.
I thought he was saying something
annoying,
specific.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell. I thought he was, like, singing a song at first, maybe.
It sounded like a song.
Yeah. But then he's like, come on, now that we've aired this out, you can untie my hands. And then he starts walking over and then just knocks him out.
Yeah. Which I was disappointed in, because I kind of wanted to see more Tyrion and Jorah banter, talking back and forth.
Yeah, Jorah giving him, like, his grizzled, handsome grimace face.
Khaleesi. Tyrion the dwarf. Khaleesi.
Taking you to Volantis. Oh, no, they left Volantis, and they're going to...
my mom's house. Oh, yeah.
So then, that's basically everything that happens with Tyrion, right?
Yeah, I think that was it, actually.
You think Varys and Tyrion are going to meet up again?
Oh, yeah.
Think so?
Definitely.
Okay.
Varys?
What the hell happened to Illyrio?
He's out and about for the good of the doing things for the good
I
of the realm.
saw online pictures of Illyrio. They had to have shot it.
This was only episode 4. We got 6 more left.
Yeah, but they didn't even show Illyrio in that when they're in his house.
Yeah. He says he's away.
Yeah, looking for dragon eggs.
He wasn't away in the books.
This is the show, mate.
I don't know.
Illyrio, not in the fucking budget, mate.
Hey, you want to bring him on set? Not in the fucking bloody budget, mate.
No, you're not being on the set. Not in the fucking episode I'm fucking directing, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, go with that craft service. What, you want a full bagel? No, half bagel.
Yeah. A regular cream cheese, no olives for him, mate. No olive cream cheese.
butter.
Holy fucking shit, mate.
The fucking budget, mate. You're stretching it fucking thin, you swat.
I got 1,400 feet of film here. It's all going to be perfectly executed wisely by me. The guy I can't remember.
Turn it into guy from Staten Island. Oh!
Oh!
Hey, oh! Watch where you're going!
Not in the bloody budget. Jaime and Bronn.
For some reason I thought you were going to say, I got 1,400 children to feed.
No.
They're starving.
I fuck a lot. That's in the fucking budget.
I can't keep it in my pants, mate.
Well, it is the fucking budget.
All right, so Jaime is on
It's
a
a separate
ship.
budget, mate.
Jaime's on a ship. They're sailing. They pass by Quarth.
Sailing,
Quarth?
sailing. Queef? Ah, the Isle of Queef.
Sapphire Isle.
That's Tarth. Tarth.
Tarth,
With
yeah.
a T.
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Quartz.
I like how Jaime
Quartz Isle.
just openly reveals that what's her name?
I
Princess-
love Brienne.
No, Princess. What's her name?
Tiny feet.
No, Princess Myrcella.
Margaery.
Myrcella.
Oh yeah,
Myrcella. He basically reveals to Bronn like that's his niece. He calls her.
Well, he says,
niece.
"We're going to save my niece."
Right.
Oh shit! What's the line? He does something. He says
Well, he's
something,
like-
and then Bronn's like, "Yeah, right. Like, trust me, I know. You fuck your sister."
Yeah. Bronn is this guy. He kind of knows everything, but he just does not
it's
give
obvious.
a fuck. It's obvious.
The
but
whole thing is like everybody knows. It's the same thing like with Lancel Lannister. I mean Lancel Lannister because I was
Loras.
watching something else. Yeah, Loras Tyrell.
Yeah.
He has the scene when Margaery comes in like the first or second episode
Yeah, everyone
about
knows
him.
everything.
He's like, come on, like keep this a little more under wraps. Your escapades here,
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, everybody knows everything here. What's the fucking difference? Well, shit's about to change.
Exactly.
Lancing a boil is never easy.
Exactly. I was going to say that quote.
Delicious.
Glad you did that.
I beat you to it.
Basically,
Jonathan
Ilan
Price.
Payne has been replaced by Bronn, and they did have that scene last season where Bronn is showing Jaime how to fight again.
Because he has to learn how to fight with his left hand now.
Right. Basically, they reach a point where they just kind of like leave the ship.
Yeah.
I like that part where Bronn's like rowing, and Jaime's like, I can't help
Yeah,
you.
sorry. Yeah. And Bronn makes... That happens later again after there's like a skirmish, which we'll get into. And then they're talking about... Jaime's like, we got to bury these bodies. And Bronn's like, come on, let's just go. It's going to take forever. And it's like, no, we got to do it. Otherwise they'll know we're coming. And, they'll attract birds. You know what I mean? And then some people will know something's wrong.
Yeah, what was the line? It was like...
And he's like, all right, well...
Corpus create questions, and
we're here to...
create wars or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's basically tells Bronn, you got to dig the holes. And he's like, oh, you know what? And I'm not going to be able to help you with this hand here. He does it again. He's
And
just
then he
always
had-
using that.
Basically, these four horsemen, the Dornish horsemen, show up.
The four Dornish horsemen of the
And,
Dornpocalypse.
Jamie, Bronn's like, hey, can you take them? And Jamie's like, oh, if one of them is like
Maybe
tired.
one of them.
Yeah, if they're tired or
if
something.
they're slow.
If they're slow.
Yeah.
Tired.
I don't really want to protect myself.
My breakfast was a little too big this morning.
Desert is
I ate like 4 waffles with a lot of butter.
Oh, too many mimosas.
I'm pretty
That was
phlegmy.
definitely a gallop, not a trot.
And so, basically, Jaime...
So anyway, that guy's dead.
they have a confrontation. They're like, hey, look, we're just traveling. And also, Bronn makes a statement like, hey, you're the most recognizable face in the world. I don't know how you think you're going to do this.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Bronn, throwing off his knife-throwing skills before, does it later on to one of the Dornish horsemen. And he knocks another guy off the horse, and he goes to Jaime like, oh, that one looks slow enough now.
Yeah.
Jaime then does his iRobot thing. I texted you.
That was crazy.
that was cool.
Clang, and then it was like everything paused for a moment because everyone was like,
Right.
"What the fuck?" And then I was waiting for like robotic, like as he starts to stand up.
He turns to Iron
It's like Optimus Prime.
God.
So his
I'm Jaime Lannister. That's more like Bane, I guess.
so he does have a golden hands, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
made of gold. Okay, so that's why the sword, when it hit it, got
It
embedded
should be
because
made
gold
of
is
steel
nice
or
and soft.
something. Give him some help.
Yeah, it got.
No, but think
yeah.
about it. With gold,
It's a little bit malleable.
if it was steel, it would have just bounced off. With gold, it kind of got embedded in there. That's
Yeah.
why he was
I
kind of having
guess.
trouble.
Yeah, because gold's a little malleable, depending on what the carat is.
Guess so.
It's metallurgy, bro.
Lannisters,
know
man.
that, but-
Golden manes, man. You
What's
think
the
Jaime
periodic
Lannister?
table? AG?
AU.
AU?
AU, give me
yo.
the gold.
Hey, you! Hey, you! Where's my gold?
Hey, you.
Hey, you!
What's silver? Silver might be
AG, silver?
It might be.
Welcome to periodic table
Welcome
art.
to Breaking Bad talk.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about chemistry. It's all about change. The beauty of change. Silver,
Lancel Lannister, after he gets that symbol carved into his head, just pops up and he's like,
"Whoa!" Outrun the AG, yeah, AG is silver.
All right. What's the number?
It's a
47. Atomic number. Want to know gold next?
No, that's not what I meant.
No.
That's
Wait,
not what
what's
I
the
meant.
number?
Isn't it like, or is that what it is? Like oxygen is like 08, right? Like,
I don't know.
The atomic number is 47.
that's what it is. Okay. I thought it was something different for some reason. Maybe I was
boiling point,
anyway.
melting point, atomic mass.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Electronic
The
configuration.
atomic mass.
What is it? Electron configuration. KRD 4D. Oh god.
Yeah, come on. What, you
Might
know
have
that?
to do
10th
with
power.
the shells and how many's in
What's the quadratic formula? Go.
I don't know. Q.
Divided by pi. Go.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Just being
Undefined.
stupid.
That's my guess.
Undefined.
All right.
I don't think you can divide the quadratic
Thoughts on
formula
Jaime and
by
Bronn?
anything.
What?
Thoughts on Jaime and Bronn?
Hey, I
How's-
love when a guy throws a knife at somebody. It's
That's
great.
right. You think you could do that,
Gives you
Dexter?
an A+.
Would you
I
ever
wish I
throw
could
a
do that.
knife?
I
at
could
a
throw
guy?
a knife, sure.
I have a question.
Can I do it well?
I have a
If
question.
you had a
That's
knife
the question.
right now,
Would it be cool
you
if
take
I
me out?
Easily throw it.
Would it be cool if one of us could throw a knife at somebody and with deadly accuracy?
Oxnard, I can throw almost anything.
I mean, accurately to kill.
Oh, well, you didn't ask that, so I refuse to answer.
It was right in the neck, right? I'm waiting to see that scene.
Oh, we
again.
nailed him.
It's pretty nice.
Was it like an underhanded
No,
toss,
yeah, it was like
too?
a
Yeah, it was
underhand,
like
yeah.
an underhand.
Off his
yeah.
belt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta learn to do that stuff, guys.
I bet he put like a spin, like he put like a little twist on it, so it was like,
yeah, so
you know,
it like
spinning
screwed
like,
its way in
yeah,
there.
yeah. And just like bored out the other
Pretty
side.
sweet.
And then just kept flying off into infinity.
There should just be an
ever see
episode with
those,
him throwing knives.
Here's how you throw a fucking knife.
You ever see those Tibetan
Don't be a
monks?
cunt. Here's how you throw a knife.
The Tibetan monks who can throw a nail through a plate of glass. Have you ever seen
Oh, without breaking the glass?
That's
No,
awesome.
they don't break it, but it just goes right through, and they're just like, like they know exactly how to like twist.
And the
their-
glass
I've
doesn't
never seen
shatter?
that.
It doesn't shatter. It just
Where have
gets,
you seen
gets
that?
embedded. Let's just go on YouTube. Look up
Really?
Tibetan monks. You know the guys like
You
they
never
balance.
been to
on
one
a
of those
spear?
temples? Oxnard
right.
frequents them.
Have you seen those guys? They balance on a spear. They put
No.
the spear here and they balance.
What?
Yeah, and because they're so well trained, their muscles so strong that they just stay there.
Why do they need to do these things?
Is that
Because
like?
they're monks.
Is that like?
That's what monks do. You play D&D. You know how overpowered
What
monks
else are
are.
they gonna do? They
are
literally have
overpowered.
nothing to do.
That's true.
What about the guys that walk on nails or hot coals? That's also
That seems like
Walking on
nothing.
nails.
or no,
These
no,
things
no.
he's
What it is?
explaining.
It's not walking on nails. It's
You
when
lay
they
on a bed
lay
of
on the bed of
nails.
nails and then they break cinder blocks onto your chest with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
These guys fight on beds of nails.
Yeah, really. They fuck on
I'm
beds
just
of
waiting for
nails.
the next ridiculous thing.
I'm the
I'm gonna
monk
look
from
this
House
up. I'm gonna look
Fuck.
this up later and probably be unimpressed. Is what I'm guessing.
Fucking
we'll
monks?
See. We'll see. No, all these monk.
I'm a
videos.
fuck monk.
Yeah, you'll see. Like they'll take like a 2x4 and just like slam the guy like in the neck.
It'll be like a block of ice or something sitting on them too.
Yeah.
Like, and they're on the bed of nails.
After the cut, he is whisked off to a hospital.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever seen the monks who can increase their body heat? They put the towels around themselves in the Tibetan
And
temples.
they put towels on themselves
and
and
you see
increase their
steam.
body.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
No, you
They're,
see
they're
that?
made of fleece.
They can create steam coming off
They're
their
an
bodies.
LL Bean.
really?
Yes.
Wow,
What?
really?
Look this up.
Ridiculous.
It's a lot of training. Is
Does
it?
steam literally blow out their ears?
No, not out their
Oh,
ears.
okay.
Out their ass, yes. but
Have you ever seen a monk blow a fart? Epic.
it's
Unbelievable. I've been training for years.
They go right over Everest. The pole, it's gone.
boring. It's like a triple jump in Mario,
What's going on with
but
Cersei?
with your butt.
Cersei.
All right, the
Cersei.
Iron Bank. They want that loan back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's sending.
Well, he's not even gonna make it to the boat. That guy.
he's gonna be
Meryn
dead,
Trant
right?
it
Mace
killed him as
Tyrell,
soon as
right?
they walked out of the room.
That's what you think?
Oh yes, that's
really?
why he's going.
I don't
Meryn
think-
Trant.
I think-
if you look at that guy,
Oh, yeah,
first
he's
of all,
definitely
have
dead,
you ever
but I don't
seen
know as soon as he gets out
a
of the room.
nastier looking?
Yeah,
night-
exactly.
That guy looks like he's always smelling shit. Like he just smells something bad all the time. He's
First of all,
constantly.
in the book, he's a much more respectable character.
He's an
In the
asshole
show,
in
they
this.
really made him
Which one?
Mace Tyrell.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a doofus.
They made him like a goofball.
Yeah.
And you can tell like Cersei's just trying to make the small council a little smaller.
More power for her.
And then Master Pycelle has that line like, "Oh, the small council grows smaller," and she goes to him like, "It's not small enough yet." Knowing
Yeah.
that like he's next.
Jesus Christmas.
Jesus Christmas!
He's so happy too to go to the bank too.
I know he's so proud of himself.
so
like,
sad.
"Yeah,
Well, everything is like,
a splendid mission for me.
good for my resume.
Oh man.
And then as soon as she's like, "Oh, and Sir Meryn Trent will be accompanying you," I was like, "Fucker's dead.
Yeah.
This guy's dead meat."
I don't know
No.
why.
They're
They're just
made
gonna
it so
they're just
far.
gonna send his mustache back to Highgarden.
I was writing this down like Cersei with the small council. Every mistake she makes, she can kind of hide behind the members of the small council going like, oh, he did that or he that. If she's making the small council smaller, especially now dealing with the high sparrows, at the end of the day, it's going to go all the way back to her. So
she's the one.
She thinks she's doing good, like making this smaller so she has more control. But at the end of the day, like the people are going to go, hey, no one's here.
It's going to get Sparrows.
You're the only one making these decisions and you're fucking these things up, especially with this Margaery and Loras situation now with
so the Sparrows are now doing their dirty work.
They're running a fucking muck.
The cult has begun. Sir Lancel, the former Sir Lancel, was he a Sir? Anyway, Lancel Lannister is getting cubbed
I think he
up.
I think he was
I think he's squired. Anyway.
Yeah, he was a cupbearer to Robert Baratheon.
Oh yeah, yes, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think he ever became
with his terrible wig.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's really into the Sparrows. He's like a young Tom Cruise or John Travolta getting sucked into the Church of Scientology.
And also, there was a line. Basically, the Sparrows basically say like, oh, all the sins are going to come out, blah blah blah. But then, and they keep coming back to Lancel as he's getting his forehead carved.
But you don't know it's Lancel right away.
No, but the importance of having that character in that position is because he knows the inbreeding and everything.
Yeah.
He was on the
he was banging Cersei.
Yeah.
He would spill his seed on her belly. Mm-hmm. I remember that line from the book because it made me feel weird.
Spill his seed.
Yeah. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Anyway.
George.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's just because you picture George typing that and then you're reading it
or spilling his seed. Oh, my seed! I spilled it everywhere.
As he's watching.
Oh,
like,
it's on
porn.
my belly. Yeah.
I'm putting that in the book.
He's eating sunflower seeds and he dropped a cup all over himself. But he's like, and he's like, wait a minute, I'm onto something here.
It's all spilt.
Seeds are
related.
spilt.
That's how he wrote the book.
Oh my God!
While rolling Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Yeah.
Genius.
It's all sloppy eating, poor table manners, and bad rolls.
I don't write during the football season, and I love pizza. John George Martin.
The stain over here, when he's talking, how do you get your inspiration? Well, this pizza sauce stain represents when I decided to kill Ned Stark.
When the Packers had the on the iron.
Yeah, over here, I was at a wedding wearing this shirt, and I spilled wine over here, and it was red wine, and that's why I came up with the red wedding.
There was a reach arounds in the game, and I put it in the books.
And and this stain here, well, anyway, I'll just say that's why Loras is gay.
And there was a turnover. I remember that specifically, and I'll be on Conan next week.
I love crossbows and prostitutes.
All right, they have a monster.
So anyway,
go on for an hour.
We get a very angry letter from George Martin.
First of all.
What were you going to say?
I forget. What were we talking about in the show?
The Sparrows. I was going to say they have a montage there. The Sparrows are busting all the barrels of booze.
Yeah. And Loras has all the dirt because he was involved.
They're just killing everybody in
the
Lancel.
Brothel.
Shit. Lancel. Too many fucking names.
Lancel Lannister. And, they're busting up all the other idols in the marketplace or something.
And Prohibition has been enacted in King's Landing.
That's the feeling I got.
Yeah.
It was like, this is just like, what was it called? The
Untouchables. Prohibition.
Who were the women during Prohibition who would go into bars and just start smashing liquor bottles with
I forget her name. There's a famous one.
Yeah, there's a famous one. Oh.
Susan B. Anthony.
No.
No, that's something for women's suffrage. I was going to make a joke, and then I was just going to say...
Hatchet,
I was going to say lesbians.
Hatchet something? Yeah, well, basically that's what they're doing. And also they're going into the
whorehouses.
Peter Baelish's whorehouse.
Yeah. Well, that's Loras's boyfriend, his boy toy.
Yeah, what was his name? Gregory?
Oliver.
Gregory. Oliver.
Gregory. I was right on the synonym part.
Oliver.
I mean, syllable
Oliver.
Oliver, Gregory, yeah. So he's like, this is Peter Baelish's whorehouse. What are you doing here? And they just smack him.
Kerr! Give him a Saruman smack.
I think it's funny. They all have these...
Yeah, that's a Saruman in Two Towers or in Return of the King when he smacks Wormtongue. Wormtongue's like... When they're on top of Orthanc, talk with the confrontation with Gandalf after the March of the Ents.
Oh, and then he stabs him.
And then before he stabs him, he goes like, Kerr! And he...
Right.
And then he gives him the back of his hand. In the extended version, yeah. But anyway.
Did you notice all the Sparrows had these little tiny, Daggers? I thought that was weird.
Well, they were all armed by
Sparrows are tiny, so why wouldn't the daggers be tiny?
They're really wicked looking.
We're missing the scene now with Cersei meets with the High Sparrow. High Sparrow definitely is going to prove to be not as good as he seems
Trouble
to be.
for Cersei.
Oh,
Trouble for
absolutely,
Cersei.
no.
Absolutely. And he's just kind of like...
Trouble for everybody. Trouble for Tommen. Tommen's in some hot water. Welcome to marriage, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing right. Get ready for the rest. This is the rest of your life.
This
is what I wrote.
Tommen Lannister. This is your life.
In my notes, I wrote Tommen...
She can yell at me all she wants if I get the banger every now and then.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the smirk.
You know she's down to bang if she's got the smirk on.
Angry bang.
I put here, Tommen is a clueless fuck. Tommen is weak. Margaery trying to manipulate as best she can, but Cersei outplayed her. That's what I wrote. And I also love the line that Tommen says, like, after she's mad, it's like, you got to release my brother, Loras, your brother-in-law, essentially, your brother by law. And he's like, are you coming back?
Yeah.
Sex?
Yeah. Like,
Sex
that's all he's
time?
thinking about.
Yeah.
And then they have that confrontation between Tommen and Cersei.
And he comes in, he's basically like, Mom, I demand you to do this because I want a blowjob.
Exactly.
Essentially, that's what it is.
It's not fair. I should get them all the time.
I only last like 2 seconds, but those 2 seconds are sweet, dude. So Cersei's like, I didn't imprison Loras, so don't come to me with this bullshit. If you want to take care of this, go and confront the High Sparrow yourself. He goes there. All the
Knight's Guard,
Low Sparrows.
the King's Guard.
There's a specific
Knight's
name.
Guard, the Low Sparrows. I'm a middle sparrow.
No, it's something manifest. The
I got a middle sparrow job. Just trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Make ends meet.
Yeah, I got bumped up to
Upper
high
middle
middle.
sparrow.
Yeah,
I'm a working sparrow.
No, I forget the name.
I like the one sparrow.
Basically, it was like
I have to go on sparrow stamps.
like an armed religious force. They had a specific name for it.
Look at
It's
this
like
guy.
manifest
He looks
something.
fucking nuts. This one sparrow that talks to the Tommen.
The bald one?
Yes.
It reminds me of the Warlock, Mother of Dragons. That guy, you remember
Right,
the
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
Warlock?
Basically, these guys are all ready to throw down these sparrows. The King's Guard is there, and they're like, hey, give us the word, Tommen. We're going to dispatch these guys. And Tommen,
That's right, my lord.
the weak fuck that he is like, nah, we'll deal with this another way.
I actually thought that would have been... Tommen could have played it off cool if he was like, no, we don't want any trouble right now.
He has no
You know what I mean?
worldly
But he doesn't know,
experience.
because I was thinking, like, if I was Tommen, okay, fine, you don't want to have a bloodbath right now. There's a lot of people around. Also, he gets totally thrown off by people shouting nasty things at
heckling
him,
him.
and
They're
he's
saying,
like, "What the
abomination!"
fuck?"
Yeah.
What? And so he's confused. I just really feel bad for Tommen
I feel bad for him,
because
too.
he's a 13-year-old kid who's bursting
Doesn't know
with
what the hell's going
hormones,
on.
just wants to have sex.
He's in the midst of, like...
just like any teenage boy.
He's in the midst of puberty. He's got married to this fucking smirking hot piece of ass.
Yeah.
And,
It's
like...
basically Zelda, who will fuck you.
Zelda.
That's what she is. She looks like an elf maid.
Right, okay.
He's living out his
Maiden?
Legend of Zelda fantasies.
He is, yeah. Oh, it's not going to work out. But we'll see how that plays out. Because I thought something else was going to happen this episode that I thought Boss would have seen. So, Boss, get ready, because...
Oh yeah.
Something's
Because I
happening.
might see things.
Yeah, get ready because guess what? There's going to be an episode 5.
Okay, Cersei, Iron Bank, blah, blah, blah. Did we cover everything there? Tommen, crowd yelling he's an abomination. Such a drastic change from Joffrey. Margaery is not pleased. Takes things into her own hands.
This is way better.
Yeah.
Just read, just kind of
Just read my notes.
out loud. Gloss over your notes.
Margaery at the end of that scene with Tommen's like, I tried to do something. She's like, you're the king regent. What the hell are you talking about? How could the fucking fringe group take control of this situation when you're the fucking king?
She's like, yeah, you're the king of the Andals.
King
and
of the Andals.
the seven
kingdoms. And 7
7
hells. She's like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to my grandma about this.
And then
I'm
he's
done
just
with
like,
you.
sex.
Yeah.
Sex? How about a quickie before you go? Babe?
I also like how he was like eating when she burst in. He's like, he has like a plate of grapes.
He's cutting grapes with a knife and fork.
All right, now we're at the wall.
Whoa.
It's cold out there.
Stannis,
A
still
lot of
there.
stuff goes on.
A little bit of
His
flurries.
creepy wife, still there.
Creepy wife who is showing like she's upset with the fact like, I can't believe I didn't give you a son. I gave you this deformed freak.
She hates the daughter.
Yeah, and then I like that scene. There's a touching scene between
It
Stannis
is.
and his daughter
Yeah.
that I thought was going to go...
Very touching.
I thought it was going to go really bad, but then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? They're making Stannis like a little bit of a father figure here.
Yeah.
He
Well, you get to know a little more about, a little more character development.
Yeah, she basically
Stannis.
asks him, like, do you... Basically, she's saying, like, do you care about me at all? Do you love me?
Well, Stannis is, you would, I think, agree with this, but Stannis is chaotic good.
No, he's lawful good.
A lawful good? That's what I
we've had
meant.
this
Lawful
discussion.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's, lawful good.
Oh, okay.
Moving
I thought
on!
you had more to say. So
Well, he might
basically...
be lawful neutral, but he's lawful.
No, he's lawful good because as soon as you do something not good, you pay for it. Like, there is always justice, I think. That's why I was thinking chaotic, because he goes to extremes.
You just have to decide if what he does is bad or good or evil, really.
What Stannis does?
Or a mix of it.
Well, the example I'm thinking of is Ser Davos smuggling when Stannis was stuck at Storm's End.
Laws.
During the... Because lawful,
You gotta
that's
think
what I was
aside
thinking.
from laws.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Listen, so the girl's like, do you care about me? He's like... When you came down with Dragonscale, like I sent
Grayscale.
Grayscale.
Dragonstone.
I sent out for maesters to come and heal you, and
Swamis.
gypsies, some sort of variety of genie.
Yeah. Some sort of variety. Well, the guy told me he was a genie anyway. He
And
had
so
a lamp.
She starts tearing up. I was moved by that scene, because I've always felt bad for that little
And
girl.
she hugs him, and he just kind of stands there for a
He
minute.
stands there for a minute.
Yeah, and then he slowly puts his arms around her.
Exactly, yeah. So
Well, it was
like,
also interesting when because that kind of started too, because the girl is saying she likes it there, but she was a little bit bored, and mother said like, that I shouldn't have come, she didn't want me here or something.
Not Roose Bolton. Stannis says to her like, my father always said like boredom means like you don't have or like you're dull or something like
You're
that.
not masturbating enough.
Yeah, but she has a line back to him. It's like, I guess you were bored a lot too when you were a kid, like something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She has like a nice
There's
little
a
zinger
connection
there. She's smart.
And basically, Stannis is before that scene. Stannis is outside talking to his scary wife, and then Melisandre. She scares.
That's
the
her
shit out of
name.
me.
That's her name.
Scary
in the
wife.
In the credits.
Scary wife Baratheon.
Scary wife 1.
And then Melisandre comes in, and then she's like, whoop, and then just leaves. And then Melisandre goes into Jon Snow's chambers. And
Well, first
like,
of all-
time to fuck.
Well, no, first, Sam and John, they're going through the new recruits, and then one of a bunch of recruits are coming from Winterfell, which is held by Roose Bolton, and John has an issue. Is like, look, I'm not going to take these recruits. He killed my fucking brother, and so Sam's like, hey, look, we need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
So he reluctantly just signs it. Sam's about to leave. She's coming in. I'm very distracted.
You're talking about Sam while Jon Snow's cupping a tit.
Yeah, he's just
My
like
boner
staring
is
at
so
the tit.
confused.
Slow nodding. Sam, that's what I think about when I don't want to get a boner. I start thinking about Samuel.
Sam.
Melisandre comes in.
Sam. Horrible beard. Neckbeard. Sam, neckbeard.
Melisandre is in there. She takes off her clothes.
Yep.
John denies her, basically, and I think what she's trying to do is get
First
another...
of all, he comes to feel, and he's just looking.
He's like, oh, man.
He's like,
He's
my
thinking
hand
about
is
it.
right there. He's like, another super hot redhead.
Yeah, another redhead.
How lucky am I? He's
How many
thinking.
fucking redheads are there that are going
Lottery.
to throw
Jackpot.
themselves at John?
Jesus Christ.
Man, it's Kid Harington. It's unbelievable.
Kid fucking Harrington. I only fuck redheads, mate.
I was right the whole time.
He should have said something stupid like, let's see if the carpet matched the drapes, love.
It's on the bloody budget, mate!
So uncharacteristic. Or that
Stop ad-libbing!
That guy ADRs all of the lines here. See if the muff is red, too.
Unfortunately, the crows have left the castle early.
I mean, he... I'm assuming that's premature.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. I like it.
And then Melisandre...
Crows have left the castle early.
Then Melisandre, she leaves, she goes, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Which implies, like, she knows something.
Which implies she communes with the dead? Or she sees all? Or she saw what would
the
happen
minds?
in the flames? The voice, the decibel level gets higher
You
as we
understand?
become more curious?
So, anything else about the wall, boss?
Boobs.
Nah,
There were
that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot, though.
I was hard the whole time.
Kit, how did you manage to get through that scene?
I was hard the whole time.
She had a pretty convincing argument for him to have sex with her.
Right.
I thought.
What was the argument?
I don't know, but it sounded convincing when I listened to it.
She took her clothes off.
It was a lot of crazy Lord of Light shit talk, but it sounded convincing.
No, the argument was she put his hand on her tit. End of argument.
That's one part of it.
You win. Laugh track kicks in the show.
Sansa.
Sansa.
She's in the crypts of Winterfell. She's lighting Lysa's candle. Because she used to see Ned, her dad, used to do that back in the day. Littlefinger does a little history lesson, like, oh yeah, you remember once Rhaegar... And
I saw your aunt.
With his Irish accent.
Yeah. And Rhaegar, silver hair.
Lighting candles.
Strode right past her. It's getting more ridiculous.
I gave her a casual glance.
Gave her bouquet of flowers to the next girl. To your aunt.
The next girl.
Ignored his wife.
Get in the car.
Ignored his wife.
All right, so Littlefinger's leaving.
Down the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey!
Why is Littlefinger leaving, Dexter?
Who?
Littlefinger. Remember that guy?
Oh, Rattling Bog.
Down
the
rocky road to King's Landing. So he's got to respond. Cersei, she summoned me. So he's got to go because Cersei Lannister.
Cersei demands a face-to-face meeting.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He thinks
dead.
He can go back there?
He's going to be the only... He might. By the time he gets back there, it's going to be either trouble brewing because these Sparrows
hanging out in the castle.
It's just the
High Sparrow is wearing a wig. Yeah. We all had the same thought at the exact same time.
A blonde, horrible wig.
It's just Jonathan Pryce. Yes.
He turns around in his swivel chair.
Hello. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like a Psycho moment when you find the skeleton of the mother, and then it's suddenly the set is different, and it's just like a single light bulb dangling.
Littlefinger's like, I'm here to meet with Cersei?
Are you there, me lady? Aren't you?
I'm growing my hair out for a woman who needs hair. So I can give it to her.
Just like I did with the shoes.
Yeah.
This is me, Cersei.
The gods demand it. The 7.
Do you have any boils that need lancing?
That's a line that keeps getting replayed in the previews. Sansa is going to be probably wed by the time Littlefinger comes back.
Well,
probably dead.
Littlefinger gives her like a little speech to pump her up too.
And
He's like, "Hey, you're one tough cookie."
And he also gives her a what, Dexter?
A kiss.
Nice big smooch.
Right in the lips.
Smooch-a-thon.
And she seemed to be like, then she was like, oh yeah. Like, this is where I belong kind of thing with him.
Maybe
I don't know. That's the kind of sense I got. Yeah. Yeah. The power of Littlefinger's kisses.
The second she denied Brienne's help, she's all in with Littlefinger.
She's all in.
And as he walks away, he's like, I might not see her again.
He's like, if only I had time to tap that before I had to leave. Down the rocky road to King's Landing.
I don't think Littlefinger has sex.
Maybe not.
I can't imagine that guy having sex.
No, you know what?
He would have done it by now.
I honestly don't think he cares about sex at all because think about all the brothels that he has. He could just have sex constantly.
Yeah. But he's more consumed with like trying to get power, trying to build power, trying to be in control.
That's what he gets off on.
He's a manipulative little fuck.
We forgot to talk real quick, and I just because it was on the TV because we're playing the episode in the background. We didn't mention Bronn. Did we mention Bronn killing the snake?
No.
Holy shit!
So we'll get back to it.
Okay, it'll come up with the sand snakes.
Oh, sand snakes. Let's just get into it now. Jaime and Bronn.
Yeah.
Jaime's waking up. Bronn's there with a knife.
It's a kukri.
Is he about to kill Jaime?
It is.
What is it? The knife?
Kukri.
It's a kukri.
It's a kukri. You're a kukri.
Basically, there's a snake right next to Jaime's face, and Bronn saves him. Right.
It's like a dagger, but better crit range.
He has +6 to beasts. Not a nice
There you go.
No idea what I'm talking about.
And they start munching on snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever eat a snake,
Jaime
Dexter?
never eats it.
He doesn't eat it yet.
I've never eaten it. I would try it if it was prepared nicely.
You ever watch the show Naked and Afraid?
No, but that's my life.
I have. I've seen it.
I don't need to watch the show, Oxnard.
It's just basically a show that, it's just an excuse to show people's butts.
Yeah.
But every episode...
Who doesn't get off watching somebody be naked and
It's a survival
afraid?
show, and it's a man and a woman.
For some reason,
naked. And they get one item.
I've only
So
seen...
the woman is afraid of nagging the man.
And
No, but they do.
No offense to women
Pants is one of their
listening.
items.
They take two people who have never met, usually a man and a
Oh,
woman.
I was assuming it was couples. That was my mistake.
No.
It's not.
I assumed it's couples,
And,
annoying couples.
I just thought of something funny. Like, they get one item to bring. Why doesn't some guy just bring pants?
Maybe
I
they
haven't
don't
thought
allow.
of
Not allowed. Not in the fucking contract, mate. You signed the fucking
Show
contract.
your ass.
No fucking pants.
You gotta show your ass.
I want to see your tackle, and I want to see your cunt.
Get your tackle out. Get them cunts out. Everyone on set, cunts out now.
Cunts and cocks out. Oh, I better do what he says.
Well, every episode I've only seen 3, actually, but every episode they find the snake, they kill it. The snake always has eggs in it, which they have for breakfast, and
That's terrible.
they eat the snake. Yeah.
I don't want to watch this show. Poor baby snakes.
It's not a baby snake. It's like
Eggs.
a fucking 6-foot python about to rip your dick off.
And then it wasn't the python's eggs.
Okay.
Oh, wow, there's 6 ostrich eggs in this python. Score.
Now we get to one of my favorite scenes.
Hold on,
Yes, Dexter?
We forgot to talk about, there's a scene where Bronn and Jaime talk about Tyrion also.
Yes.
And Bronn's like, oh, you freed him, didn't you? And it's like, well, if you ever see the little bastard, tell him hello from me.
Send him my
And
regards.
then he's like, oh, if I ever see him, he killed my father. If I ever see him, I'm gonna fucking split
Now,
him
what'd you
in
think
half.
about that? You think Jamie really meant that?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
didn't. I felt like he said it. I feel like he is angry, but I don't think he meant it.
This girl's so fucking hot. It's ridiculous.
The one with the little pixie haircut.
Yeah, with the short hair.
Yeah.
Okay, sand snakes. Here we go. The fucking hottest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Wow.
These Dornish little sexy tight vixens.
Whoa.
I don't know. Oh man, it was awesome.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Me too.
Yeah. So basically, they capture this one guy, the sand snakes.
That was the guy that the captain of the ship that Jaime
Yes.
and Bronn took to get here, and they're talking about somebody. Maybe Bronn said something about how can you trust the captain not to sell us out?
Right.
Like a mile down the shore. And then he's like, oh, because I'm paying him. And then, all this kind of stuff. And then Bronn's like, yeah, I don't know about that. And then you find he's buried up to his neck in the sand with scorpions
How
crawling
long
all
did
over
that
him.
take to do that?
I don't know.
And they put scorpions around them. Yeah, that's weird.
That was nuts. And then that one sand snake, she's pretty adept with that.
What were
whip.
their names? It's like
Yeah.
Nim, Ellaria,
Prim. That's Hunger Games, I think.
See, this is what you have to remember, boss. Like, these are all Oberyn's.
They have little pointy elf shoes on.
These are all Oberyn's like illegitimate like children, basically.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, because in Dorne, like being a bastard doesn't mean anything. It's like
yeah.
we treat all our children.
I feel like the
So they're
one
important.
that launches the spear into the guy's head really kind of reminds me of Oberyn the most. I guess she's supposed to.
Yeah, because she has the lance.
Yeah.
the big
No,
thing.
but I mean, even just in appearance, a little bit. I don't know. When
No,
I
the
first
casting
saw
is
her-
really good.
Yeah,
Like
the casting was great.
they did a great job.
But I think I like the one with the whip the best.
Yeah, the whip is cool. I'm telling you, man, it's just cool.
Because she just
it's a
the
cool
way- 'cause,
idea.
Because she's so cool. Because she like flings that bucket off perfectly, and then the way she like wraps the whip
Yeah, like,
around
wraps
herself
around
is
her, yeah.
like, whoa, smooth.
I'm looking very much forward to some sand snake shit.
Some sand snake action.
Oh yeah,
You're googling Google video sand snakes.
I've already thoroughly researched all the
Sand-
actresses
sand
involved.
Snake compilation.
I know all their backgrounds and all their ages. It's perfectly legal.
Social Security.
How did George Martin come up with the sand snakes? I wonder.
Well, one day.
Well, I was jerking off in the desert.
and some scorpions crawled over my head.
and I was at the zoo.
I had a bucket on my head, and I was naked in the desert.
And I rolled some D20s.
And I thought, if only some hot, tight, young 20-somethings were here.
with short, boyish tomboy haircuts.
Oh, George. And then he
Mediterranean-looking
rolled-
hotties.
He
Sorry.
rolled the D20. Oh, what a sick bastard.
All right, moving on.
You sick bastard.
Basically, the last thing to talk about is stuff with Daenerys. Grey Worm.
Oh, yeah.
No, name of the episode, Sons of...
jam-packed episode.
Sons of the Heart. I know, that's the thing.
It was awesome.
Last week's episode was the same thing. Like, so much to talk about. This week's episode, same exact thing. So much to talk about. Sons of the Harpies, the name of the episode. They're going nuts. Basically going through the streets. It's crazy, Dexter. What do you have to say about it?
I agree. Going through the streets.
Barristan Selmy and...
Daenerys is just losing control. And as you see her looking up from above, she's literally in her tower looking down on everybody.
It looks so peaceful from up here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Barristan tells her this old story about Rhaegar. How he used to love to go down to the streets and just sing.
Yeah.
He's like, why? He says he just loved to sing, and I would just stand there.
He'd like to be out there among
and we'd
people.
be collecting money. He's like, what do you mean collecting money? What'd you do with the money? He's like, usually we just either give it to the next singer or
I expected him, I honestly expected him to just be like, whores. And then wink and walk away. Whores.
And he takes his
pants
off.
Smacks her ass and leaves.
A bunch of whores over here.
Whoas. She was a hooah.
Start talking like Bill Burr.
It's like an episode of The Sopranos.
Bunch of fucking ladies.
Ladies. It just turns into The Sopranos. Fucking like Paulie Walnuts shows up.
But it's weird. In this episode, it presented, because you always think of the Mad King like he's crazy and nuts. You always think of Stannis like he's just this hardened person. In this episode, you have like
Mad King, crazy and nuts.
Crazy and nuts.
It sounds like he's a lot of fun.
Like all you ever heard about him was like these horrible things that he did.
Right.
He burned people in front of their families and this and that. Now you have this little story about like
Rhaegar. Well, the nice
Rhaegar.
side, the sunny side of the Targaryens.
And then you got that scene with Stannis with his daughter. It's like here's like another little sunny side. It's a lot of dualities going on here. You have the Sons of the Harpy over here, and then you have
duality of man.
Yeah,
the duality of man.
Grey Worm, it's kicking ass.
Yep.
Worming it up. Worming and squirming.
There's a murder, some murders in the promenade.
Oh, the prostitute that was working in conjunction with one of the Sons of the Harpies who had the Grey Worm lookalikes throat slit. She's there.
There was a weird shot because like they're all like in the square or whatever, the promenade, whatever it's called, and hanging out with some hooas. And then, the Sons of the Harpy kill the one prostitute that you were just mentioning, Oxnard. She's like, crying, the Sons of the Harpies. Yeah. And then when they leave, she's like, she was faking it. She was faking it. She was smirk. No, I know. I'm just saying. I wonder.
No, she's working with the Harpies. They're probably giving her money or
just because of the principle. Do whores have principles?
She's just part of their group.
Yeah, whore wants to make some cash if they're offering. Hey, look, whore.
She's making cash.
Hey, whore.
Oh, fucking Unsullied are paying her. Hey, whore.
But she might make more money working with these with this
maybe
uprising.
She's just on their side.
So why'd she have to pretend to even cry? Why don't she be like, yeah, over there?
Because
pay me.
The Unsullied have been seeing her occasionally, and so they kind of trust her.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. They pissed me off. That's all I know.
Yeah, she's a fucking bitch.
Ticked me off.
Fucking whore.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
she ain't no sand snake, I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, forget the stupid bitch. I was pretty unimpressed with these Unsullied and their fighting ability. I thought they were like super soldiers.
Yeah, I gotta say, the Unsullied...
Oh, no, but see, they're not...
little knives.
But they talk about that. They reference that in another episode, like, because they're trying to do crowd control. They're not meant for this type of urban warfare.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Still, it's still warfare. They have their gear and stuff, and there's just these random dudes with knives. They can't. But
you kind of see, you get the sense that they're outnumbered.
This isn't the
they
fighting.
They are outnumbered, but I'm saying even though they're outnumbered, these are super soldiers.
Mm-hmm. No, in the book, I'm telling you, like the way they're described, it is supposed to be like the super hardened, battle ready force that you just throw it at a situation and they will annihilate.
I like how Barristan Selmy is just like, aha.
Right.
Yeah, I like seeing old guys
join the fray.
I'm not out of my prime.
Yeah, I like that at least he had a fight scene. I've been waiting to see if this guy can
now he may be dead.
Yeah.
And Grey Worm.
I'm pretty sure he is. No, I think Barristan Selmy is...
I've been wanting to see a Barristan fight scene.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
Grey Worm, I think they'll have him stick around.
I would honestly prefer to have Barristan Selmy stick around.
I would too, but I think Grey Worm might be more popular with the younger crowd.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh,
fuck
so
them.
Cute.
They don't know what's good for them. They're the same people that, like, in Walking Dead, they're like, I can't believe Beth is dead. Bring Beth back. Fuck you. Anyway.
See, if the Sand Snakes were here...
Everyone's got a short, sexy hairdo.
I just want to see the Sand Snakes have their own show.
Scissor.
And it's just like they just kill everyone in the world. That's the show I want to see.
Everyone in the world?
In the world. Like, they wipe out Westeros, just the Sand Snakes. Just kicking ass. And being hot with
And
their hot
scissoring.
little tomboyish haircuts. And their hot
And their
eyes.
whips.
And their hot battle weapons.
And their
moves.
dangerous glances.
Exactly.
They might pinch me too hard. I don't know. That's what Oxnard thinks.
You'll be dead before you can even get a boner.
One complaint I had about this episode was the music in the fight scene felt like
Cheesy?
disjointed and cheesy. Yeah, it
was a little
sounded
cheesy.
cheap, didn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
It just sounded cheap to me.
Might be recycled a little bit.
I don't know. It was just like I was like, this music is just not.
The other thing I noticed,
right here.
they always play like a little.
And it sounded crummy.
They always play like a little hint of the Reigns of Castamere song whenever someone's talking about a death in a family or something.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, that's fine.
Jaime's
I'm not talking
to
about
Bronn.
like the themes that are going up, but I don't know. It was just like this. The music, the piece itself didn't sound good. It sounded disjointed, and then like the overall quality of it seemed like very like bad TV quality. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
a
know what you
crummy
mean.
show
I didn't
quality
like that
of music.
music
You know?
either,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was weird.
But I like that Barristan put up a good fight.
Yeah, I can't
plowed
believe
through
he
those
didn't.
guys.
I can't believe he didn't like come out standing. I honestly I was like, oh, I was
gonna
like,
cream
good,
these
Barristan's
guys?
here.
Yeah.
I thought if anyone's going to
Maybe.
get it, it's Grey Worm. But then I realized like, well, he's probably going to die because he was having the moment with Daenerys, and they've been getting closer because he keeps telling stories about her brother, the good brother,
Right.
not Viserys.
He felt like he should have
And so
been fine.
yeah, I felt like when I was watching it, I felt like, oh, okay. I really felt like he was going to make it through, but it looks like he's dead. Unconfirmed. We'll see.
Yeah, all right. Overall, the episode, it was okay.
What a jerk.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Awesome episode.
After all that, we just
You're
talked for 2
saying
hours
you
about it.
just swooned over your sand snakes? It's okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that was one scene.
yeah, there's not enough.
Not an episode.
I'm waiting for the Sand Snake episode. I'm waiting for the episode called Sand Snakes, and they're going nuts.
Just waiting for the Sand Snake spin-off series.
Exactly.
Sand Snake scissoring spin-off
Yeah, exactly.
series.
I'm not crazy.
Sumptuous
Wait for the
sand
comments.
snakes
Everyone's gonna say, yeah,
sensually
those fucking
scissor.
sand snakes. No, it's not even a sexual thing. That's what you have to remember. It's just fucking.
Why
it's
do you have a boner?
It's a cool concept. Ignore the boner.
I
That's
can't.
It's a cool
I
based
can't.
That's because
boner.
it's something else.
It's cool based, not hot girl based.
So if the sand snakes were dudes, you would find it equally cool?
It's a fantasy
no.
boner,
No, definitely not.
but not a sex fantasy
Even though
boner.
yeah, right.
It's a cool fantasy.
But
boner.
it's still. It's,
Even though sand snakes makes more sense if it applies to men.
it's just a group of hot girls getting it fucking done. That's what I like.
So you're a big Charlie's Angels fan.
no, actually.
Also, Powerpuff Girls, which is weird now.
No, not Powerpuff Girls or Charlie's Angels. Sand Snakes. That's where I'm at.
That's where you're at.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments, and we'll read them next week.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook.
And follow us on Twitter.
Check out all our stupid stuff.
I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm Boss.
All right. Take care.